our scene also, according to our background, we can also have our lights. So like realistic light, natural lights we can get. So according to our scene also, we can have our lights. So for that we have environment option is available. So we can go to this go to this rendering. Within this rendering we have this environment. This is the shortcut 8. So if you press 8, you will have this environment option available. So then this background is there. Okay, so you have to specify the background, and you can use the map. So there is right now no map, and you can also specify with one solid color. So let's go with this option. So there you can specify map. Okay. So I already have told you about that bitmap we use for map. Okay. So we will choose this bitmap option, and then we will specify the map. Okay. So we already have that. Yes. So that kind of things you can download from internet. All right, so that what it does, it create one panorama view with this background it will create. So I can choose this one. So according to this background I will get some lights and illuminance in my project, and I will select this and I will click on open, and here I'm getting this. So here you see, let me off this artificial lights. So let me off this. Okay, so this is the natural light. According to this scene, I'm getting this light. So generally these things are off. These things may be off. So what you can do is, within this viewport, if this background option is off for you, so how you can get back? So go to this view tab and there viewport background. So generally in this default condition, it may be in this solid color. So that's why you may not get that option. You cannot see the background. Okay, like this. Let me change it to viewport background to solid color. It may be like this even after changing the background. It may be like this. You are trying it to even after applying it, you cannot. So for that, you go to this view tab, and there this sorry, viewport background is there. Viewport background should be changed to environment background. So this will depend to depend in each and every viewport. So if you want to see it in each and every viewport, so that you have to set it. Okay, so that you have to do, go to that viewport, and if you need to see it, so here I don't need, I will see it in solid color only. So in this perspective and in this physical camera I need to, so I'll go to this viewport background, I'll change it to environment background. So according to the environment I will get the light. All right, into this scene I will get light and the illuminance. uh, Next, go to this shader option. Then you can choose to high quality. So it will uh, give you the proper light shading, and according to the movement to that light direction, you will get the result as well. And all the uh, lights will be enabled. The shadow, the environment shadow will be enabled in this high quality. So whenever you are going with this option, always go with this high quality option. And this, go to this lighting and shadows option. So here you see illuminate with scene lights. This will be checked. Okay, so it will illuminate the light according to this scene. Okay, so if you need to uncheck this progressive skylight, means according to your movement you will get back the light. So let me show you in this perspective. If I change it to high quality, now here you see the some lights is flickering right in the screen. You can see this lights or flickering. So that is your progressive light, means when it will update according to the movement. Okay, so the direction to the light, you will get the update, so that you can select, or if you don't need that, you can uncheck it. But uh, it will also off the environment background, that you will not also get the environment background, sorry, environment shadow option, that will also be off with that also. So if you need that, so go with this progressive skylight. See some shadow you are getting according to that also. So this lighting and shadows will help you. Okay, now you can get also from this viewport, light and shadows, and auto display selected lights and these things. You can go to this, can control. Now here you see these things are there. So you can check it with this active shade using Arnold. So here you will get the result, how it will look like. Okay. So it will look like this according to this scene light. There is no artificial light anymore. We're getting it according to the scene light. Okay, so the light, we're getting it from this window. This is the transparent, and the light coming from this window. Let's minimize the viewport, and let's come to this perspective over there, and this is the camera set over there. So you can this is the grid. With the G option, you can hide and unhide the grid. So you all know we have this sunlight option available, this sunlight option available, and this daylight option available. So we will specify daylight system. You can set one and see according to that. You can have also light. Okay, right. See the background is still there, and according to that light. So according to this sunlight, you will get the option. So after selecting it, you can change that, if it is date, time, and location you want to set, so that you can choose this position. So according to that, you have to mention the date and go to the setup, and then you can specify the date. Okay, and the time zone, the location, these things you can set. So generally we will go with manual. Okay, and then we can change it this way. You can change it. Okay, and according to that we will get our lights. So these things we can do. Let's come back to Alt W, and here you can check it to active shade, high quality, and here you see the sunlight is coming, and we are also getting that background as well. Okay, so here we are getting better daylight, correct, according to the proper time we're getting it. So from here, okay, if you change it, so according to that also you will get the result. Okay, so that you can uncheck. All right, so this way we will create our day scenes. We will create, okay, with proper background. Okay, and if we need only according to the background, all the lights, scene lights, if we need, so we don't have to place this daylight option. Okay, and we can create according to the sun time, and that we can create our lights, so that we can do with these options. All right, so this way, if you choose this manual option, so you can change the positions. Okay, so and then this sunlight should be active, the skylight. Okay, these things you will get, and this will be selected as skylight, and this will be selected as standard. Okay, and if you have this data file, so you can choose this data file option on, and this shadow and the light type will be on, so that will not be any targeted, so that shouldn't be off. Okay, so that light will be on and shadows will be on, so ray trace shadows, that is okay. And you can choose to advanced ray trace, so that will you will give some more option about that. So now this is all right, so this is okay, and these things shouldn't be there, so nothing like your spotlight, so this won't be selected. Okay, and then everything about your shadow parameters, if you need any shadow dense or like anything, if you want to change the shadow dense, so that you can change it from here. Okay, and your light will affect the shadow color, so that you can check. Okay, so that it's better to be checked. And if you need any atmosphere shadows, like cloud, if there is any cloudy atmosphere, so according to that you need to get your shadows, so that you can choose atmosphere shadows. Okay, and you will get that option. So if you don't need, so you can go with this. Let me uncheck this on the normal standard view. You want to check it, so you can choose with standard, and you can check with how it will look like when you will render. So with this active shade, you can check it how it will look like. Okay. Before rendering, you can check with active shade mode. And now let's come to materials, how we place our materials into our scene. So for that, we have our material browser option. So this is the option material editor. With the material editor, we will place some materials and we will apply it to our objects available in our project. So the shortcut is M. If you press M, and you will get this editor, material editor option. So right now this mode is selected to slate material editor. This mode is right now selected. We have two modes, compact material editor and the slate material editor. So compact material editor is the oldest mode. It is from the beginning of 3ds Max. Right now for the advanced, uh, you can say advanced version, so we have slate material. So slate material was uh, used for Maya, and now we are also getting that mode in our 3ds Max versions as well, slate material editor. So this is a better option to edit all the materials. You can have better controls here. Okay, so this is your window, and this is your material map browser, all the materials and the map. So all the materials and the map available you can get this list from this browser, material map browser. So here you see these materials are there. Okay, some maps are there. Okay, so according to that, these maps will help you to change some properties of your materials, and some materials are there. So we will go with this general materials, and we will edit and we will create our own materials. Okay, so uh, then this is the view. Within this you will see the view of your material. So if you drag it over here, you will get this, and you can see this. Okay, and this is your material parameter editor. When you select this material, and you will get all the parameters within this editor, and you can edit all the parameters for this. Okay, and after creating your materials, you can assign it to the object. You can assign it. Okay, so for that, let me create with a simple object so you can easily understand. Okay, so let's go with a new file. Let me create new all. Let me change it to solid color. Let me change it to also solid color. View solid color. Okay, all right, so now let me create one box. Okay, and now let me change it to editable poly, convert to editable poly, and after that let's select this face, and let's create, can choose with outline option. So better I'm going with inset. So yeah, okay, and the same thing with this side also. Okay, so this object is there. Now let's go to this. If you drop down this, if I select this face, okay, so you can see this has some ID over there. Okay, so this is the polygon material ID is 5. If I select this face, this is the 3. If I select this face, this is the same 3. Okay, so this face is same 3, and this face is 6. This face has material ID 6, or like 1. This is 1. This is 4. So each and every face has, for each and every object, when you convert it into polygon, so every polygon has different material ID. Okay, so now let's go to material editor. If you press M, you can activate the material editor over there, and now you can create with one physical material, this, and here you see each and every properties of this material has map. Here you see map option is available, so you can define with image as well, so that is for map. So if you select that, and you also can have the properties in this material parameter editor. Okay, now how you can assign this material to this object. So for that, like select this object. Okay, select this object is selected, and now this material, we have this assign material to selection. Now see, the color has been changed according to this color. So this way you can also you can assign the material to the selection, or else you can drag this output, drag to this output, and here you can click on to this material. So let me undo this. Right now this is not associated this way. This is the output option. Here you drag it to this box. Okay, here you drag it and place it. This way also you can specify, you can assign the material. So let's change the material, how we can control with parameters. Okay, so for that we have color. This color option is there, so from this you can change the color. Okay, this way you can change the color. All right, now this material mode has two different options, that is simple and one is advanced. So when you choose advanced, you will get more options. Okay, you get more options. So here you can change the base color, how much color will be there, and there you can apply one map also, so that you can also apply. Okay, so this way you can see, can change the color effect. Okay, now let's go with this map option. Okay, or else this you can go to this base color map from this. So for that, go to this bitmap, or if there is any particular map you want to assign, so that you can go with. Okay, so let's go with this bitmap option. So you drag it over there, and let's place with wood. Okay, so let's this is floor wood. Let's place. Yeah. Okay, so let's place with this. Click on OK, and this map is right now done, but you have to assign this. So this way you have to connect this node you have to connect to this base color map. And now here you are also getting this aim option. That means the map is right now defined. Here you see this map is now assigned to this, correct? So now you want to change the texture or the map, the size of this map. So for that you select this map, and you will get all the parameters for this map. So you can change the scale for this. Okay, so we have all these options available. Okay, so there you can change. Okay, all these options is available over there. You can change it. With this graph options also you can change it, so we are not going to that. So we will choose this tiling options. Okay, so you see, this way you can change it to So let me change it to like this. Okay, so this way you can change it. See, this is the tile option is there, so that means it will not cover the whole picture within this object, so it will make tiles to cover this whole object. Okay, we will get multiple number of images as a tile form to cover this whole object. So you can uncheck this tile option. So for that you have to make this u and v offset, that you have to make it, so that you have to make it to cover up. Okay, so that you can make this way to cover this whole image within this. All right, that you also can specify. Okay, so this is done. All right, let me change this aged face. Okay, so this way you can control. Okay, and which will be the direction u v or vw means uv means x and y, or your horizontal x and y direction, and vw for your y and z direction. In this direction, if you want to change this scale, so that you can change. Okay, so let's go to this physical material over there. And if there is any roughness, so wood has some roughness, so that you can assign a roughness value. So let's specify the roughness, or else you can, for that roughness also you can specify this map for your roughness. That will be the same roughness. According to that, you will get the roughness option, roughness map. Okay, so or else you can go to this and again go to this bitmap, and you can choose this and click on open, and you can assign this map. Okay, and this is the roughness, map. And if there is any reflection, so that you can also provide reflection. So there will be reflection like 7 will be the reflection. That is all done. And which color will be reflected? So white, according to the light it will reflect, so that is okay. And it will scatter color this, so that is right now okay. And it will not be transparent, so wood is the material, so it will not be transparent. And there is no metalness, so metal will not be there. So this is done. And let's see this coating parameter. If you need to coat with this color anything, so that you want to cover like this, you want to apply coating, so that you want to add, so that will not you can't see because you have applied image over there, so it will work with the color. And then you are done with this material. Okay, so now this is all done. And as because we already have applied, so no need to apply it again. And here you see this is right now the standard option is available. And when you select this should be checked, show shaded material in viewport. If this option is not checked, So even after creating and even after applying this material to this object, you cannot see it in this viewport. So this what it showing that show shaded material in viewport. This material will be shown in this within this uh, standard shade. You can see it in the viewport. So if you don't want it uh, within this standard shade, so that you can uncheck, so you can see it in active shade mode. In this active shade mode also you can get it, so that if you want to get, so you can choose like that. Okay, so let me let me to check this option, so shaded material. Okay, and show background, if there is any background is there in preview, so that you can have. All right, and now here you see you can, if there is anything to some more nodes and some more maps are there, so you can zoom it and zoom out. And here in the bottom the navigation control for this view is available. You can set it to 100%. You can pan, you can zoom, you can navigate. Okay, and we have some other options. This is about physical material. Okay, and we have other options like blend option is there. So blend option is like creating one mixed material. So you can create one material mixed with two different materials, so that you can create like bend. This bend, you can assign two materials within this single. See this two is created. So this is one physical material and this is one another physical material, and you can change individually all this two different physical material, and that will be combined within this material, and you have to assign this to the object. Okay, uh, so that you can mix, like if you want to have one mix metal, if you want to have or anything mix object material is there, so that you can create with this blend option. Okay, so same kind of effect, let me show you with this multi sub object. Okay, so now here if you scroll down, this now it's here you get this scene materials. So with this scene materials here, you can have the idea that which material has been applied into your project, within your scene. So material 25, so this material 25 has been applied, this is not applied. So it doesn't matter that it is in the view, that doesn't mean that it is applied to this. So this scene materials will tell you that this material has been applied within your project. Okay, so let me delete this, select and delete this. Suppose even if I delete this, so it is still there in the project. So as I have just now mentioned that it is in this view, that doesn't mean it is applied. Okay, so how you will get that idea that it is applied or not? You will find those material which are applied into this scene material window. Okay, now you want to get it back again. Now click and drag. Okay, and choose this instance option and click OK. Okay. And with this you can create same like that, different. It will be similar, but you want to apply with different. Okay, so you can drag it and you can choose with copy, so that you can change the properties and create a different material, the same options. Okay, now let's go with this material multi sub object options. So before that, let me create Let me create one box. Let me check with okay, so let's convert this to editable poly. Okay, and I will choose 4, the shortcut. I will extrude this part. So go with this extrude. Okay. All right. Now let me extrude this again. Okay, so now we have this kind of shape. We can convert it later as a smooth. Okay, so okay. So now let's go to material editor, and there we will place this multi-sub object. So this multi-sub object is there. So now you know how to what to do. So before that, you can check what is the material ID for this face. Okay, so this is the one, this is one, and this is one also. This is 5. Okay, so this is 5. This is 3. This is also 3. This face is 1. This is also 1. Okay, this is 4. This 6. Okay, and sorry, I have moved this. Somehow I moved this by mistake. I have moved this. No worry, we're not going to. So let's see this. Okay, so again go to M, and we have up to 6. So I'll choose this. So how many number we need? Let's change that to set number, and here I'll mention up to 6 and click OK, and up to 6 we will have that. So this is the ID, and this is, you can name it particular, you can name it, and you can change the visibility with this on off option. And this map you will be applying. So here also you can go with physical material also. So you can go to this physical material and you can apply to this. Okay, so let me go with bitmap. If I have one bitmap option is available, so I'll go with bitmap. Okay, or else I'll choose this physical material. This physical material, see, this is right now assigned with this, and there in this base color map I will choose bitmap. I will click on OK, and there I will choose this as the fabric. Okay, so this is right now applied with this. Okay, here you see. So if you don't want to see the total thing, so you can click on this minimize option, so you can minimize it. Okay, all right, next select it, go to next one, select this, and if you want to select with the blend option, so you can choose, let me go with this physical material again, double click on it, it will be connected to that too. Let's go to base color map, again go to bitmap option, or if you want to check with, if you want to provide any other map, so that you can choose. So let me go with bitmap option. Let me see if I have any other texture available. So yes, I have this. Let me choose this. Okay, so that is applied over there. I'll select, I'll apply it to another, go to physical material, and this is for this three, go to this base color map, choose the bitmap option, double click, and there you can provide. Okay, so now let's assign with this three. So go to select, and there you can mention. Okay, and that is show shaded material, it will be selected, it should be selected, so that you see this is right now selected. Okay, so let me check with that. Yeah, or else let me check which one is the ID for this. So this is the ID for one. So aim is the shortcut. So this is one set to this. So this is the material, this is the ID, and if you change the material, so there is nothing to change. And change it to roughness only if there is one to change with the bitmap. Let's see, according to the same change. So we have assigned two bitmap. Okay, so let me delete this one. Let me delete and assign it to again. Go to this none option and go to this physical material, drag or double click. Now go to this base color map. From here also you can specify, that is bitmap. I think I have to change with the tiles, the map size I have to change, I guess. So that's why. Yeah, okay, so this how we apply. All right, so you can change it to this way, you can change it. So right now let's apply to this 5. Okay, so click on OK, and after this choose it, and you can change the applications, you can change it. Okay, the tiling you can change. Click on OK, and this is how you place it. All right, and after that you can like change it to turbo smooth. Okay, so this how you can create materials. Okay, and here you see I'm getting shiny effect, so that shouldn't be done. It's like plastic effect I'm getting, so it should have some roughness, so that you have to change to this materials, that physical material, to this, change the roughness, increase some roughness over there. Okay, increase some roughness, more roughness you have to increase. All right, like one you are getting, and if you need more advanced option, that you can increase, and there will be no such reflections will be there, so that you can provide. Okay, so that thing you can control with this, so there will be that not that much of reflection, so there will be only like this is fine with this. Okay, all right, so this way you can control the material, how it will look like. Choose this, and the same roughness you have to provide. Okay, the base color and the reflection, so there will be no such reflection. Okay, and for roughness you also can specify the same map, so it will give the effect of the roughness. Okay, so that is for the roughness, and that is for here also you can specify the roughness map as well. And this way you can create some different materials into your project. Okay, so this is all about your materials, and then you control all the materials into your scene, and after that you create your render. You rendered it as a still image or as a video format if you are creating animation, so this will render like this. Okay, and if you create lights for better realistic visualization, you can create lights and place your background properly. Okay, so this is all done for today's and last end class.